but kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals taking over, and they do so behind the number 1 overall pick of the draft. That's Kyler Murray out of Oklahoma. Rare talent indeed. First man to be drafted in the top 10 of 2 sports, baseball being the other. He's got his work cut out for him. The Cardinals trying to rebound from a 3-13 campaign. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Running, it's Drake. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Rams now under their 33-year-old head coach, Sean McVay. They'll be led out by the rookie, the 6th overall pick back in April out of Duke, and that's Daniel Jones.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Hey, Gator. Hey, here we go. Hatchet. Recon, 152 fighter. Go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
When you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
58, boys, 58, Mike. Look at me. Go.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You better bring it. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58's the mic. Oh, you got deep? 58's the mic.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And got him in. It's Woods. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that, but boy, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. Jones now throwing on first down. He's going to and it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is end of the weekend in the NFC, and it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of the defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Set, ready, 50, play. Yo, 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 go. Shoot.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Check 31, check 61, matchbox lights. Yep, let's go.
Back to throw. Jones. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they're dominating. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 4th down, Jones. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra, it didn't pay off in that situation.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, check. Yeah. Watch the run. Watch the run. It's out, baby. That's smooth. Hey, check right to left. Yeah.
Here's Jones on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something. And
I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't know too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Murray. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's David Long, the rookie from Michigan, who picked it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Ready? 90 Wolf. I got you. I got you. Hey, Echo. Check Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, check Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen.
Jones throwing on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
58, Mike. Switch. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Go. Let's go deep, tighten up. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58.
2nd and 11. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
They're running it. Switch. Check 9. Tight dog. Shoot.
They'll go to Barkley again. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Hey, Delta. Hey, check Michael Allen. Hey. Hey, check Michael Allen. Check. Let's go.
Jones now operating from the gun. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. Looking for Woods that time. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Right back to Dre. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This is taken around the 12.
Here we go.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On the set.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, orbit, go. Blow. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hit it.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll go down as a loss of 8. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
180.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long.
Greystone, travel. Go.
A shotgun snap for goal. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Ball. Screen. 58. 5. I'm coming. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. You don't want nothing.
They are going for it. Goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Drake. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. He's given them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
X3, 218, chop. Brings up 2nd and 3. Hey, 2.
2nd and 3. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hard. Hey, Charlie.
Looking to throw. Jones. This will be caught inside the 10. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
I'm coming. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Another try for Barkley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. Wide.
From the gun, Jones. This will be caught at about the 5. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray, he gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run with Drake. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down by 5, just over 1:40 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Check hot route. Hot. Check nickel. Hey, alert 3.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing kick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.